Hey Cancerians, how y'all doing? Welcome. We're going to be doing your second half of general reading here. Let's just talk about your meditation briefly. It was short and sweet. I saw a museum. And I saw the lights being turned off, and I saw all the items that were on display, a cover being put on them. And I saw you guys as the Cancerian collective, as a crab, you don't say, being covered in a blanket and drawing points of comfort to you, things that comfort you, right? Because you guys are the sign of the home and the hearth, okay? So let's talk about it. Drawing things to you for comfort. I got the sense that this is not a time for you to give a lot of output, but it is time for a lot of input. Really nurturing and caring for yourself during this time. Even from a place of things that nurtured you as a child. So even the small things like watching shows that you used to watch as a kid, movies, certain candy that you liked as a kid, or whatever that is for you. It's just about nurturing right now. That was the number one thing that came through, was this is a time to nurture yourself. Okay. And it's okay. I just saw on the timer. It's a time to kind of you are the sign of the home and hearth. You are likely in your home like the rest of us at the moment. And it's really a time to just be where you are and embrace that. And not expecting tomorrow to look like today, not expecting, yesterday to look like tomorrow, whatever that is. It's just kind of going, you know what? I'm going to take it on a day by day. I'm going to nurture myself, whatever that looks like, and not judge it, right? It's a time to nurture yourself, okay? All right, let's see what your animal energy is. Got the crow at the bottom. Okay, so we got the rabbit here. We got some earth energy here. So everything has a light energy and a dark or shadow energy, I should say, right? On the light side, the rabbit is about fertility and springtime. The spring equinox is upon us. I do feel that there's a cheery energy associated with this. You could also have an earth sign around you that's a system of support for you right now, or companionship or camaraderie. And I do feel like this is very auspicious looking at it, okay? I also feel like, the shadow aspect of rabbit is fear. Okay. There's that story of the rabbit was so vocal, telling all his friends in the forest how one day, the eagle was going to find him and eat him for dinner, that he chatted about it so loudly and so often that he alerted the eagle to his exact location, and thus it was a self-fulfilling prophecy. I feel like this is why I was getting this whole energy around nurturing yourself right now, and why and how that is so, so, so very important. The energies as they are right now, the times that we are in, this is but a moment in time. It's up to you to transmute any fear that comes up within and around you, especially for empaths watching this, okay? Nurture yourself, be in your own energy. Anyone who's around you, who's a boon and a support to you, beautiful. Anyone who makes you feel better is welcome. But anyone who is a bit of a challenge or is dealing with their own stuff, I'm not getting that that's necessarily something that you are energetically I don't want to say equipped, but that would be in your highest and best good to work around and work with right now, okay? You're being called to just kind of go inside of yourself, nurture, take care, and really nurture, be your own mom, okay? Be your own mom. Now, the crow is at the bottom of the deck, which is about signs, symbols, synchronicities, and using your voice, okay? Speaking up when things are, unjust or imbalanced, okay? So 2 things about being vocal here, right? I feel like this is just saying that choose your words and your thoughts carefully. You are the curator of your experience, energetically speaking, because it really is about what do we have control over, right? Not focusing on what we don't, but what we do. Okay, let's see what's going on for you guys. Yep, okay. So we got the 9 of Wands here. Is that wounded warrior card, that feeling like, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I've been through a lot, I don't know if I can handle one more thing, I got all these bandages going on here, but oh my God, I'm going to keep going because this is life and this is where I am. Fire energy here, right? Fire rules the realm of direction, passion, artistry, desire, right? See how she needs to really just be wrapped in a blanket and, fed some nachos or whatever it is, or some good Powerade. You know what I mean? I feel like this is you, and I feel like that's why that's your advice around this, okay? I'm also drawn to the fact that she's in a desert landscape and you're a water sign. Anything that emotionally fulfills you right now is a source of emotional comfort. That's the key, okay? That is the key. It could be even playing video games. Like, do what you got to do to emotionally comfort yourself right now. Be your own mom. Okay? Allow yourself that. Aha! Six of Pentacles. Remember when I said that there could be an earth sign in your atmosphere who's particularly a point of support for you right now? And then we have earth energy here with the Six of Pentacles. This is equal give and take. This is reciprocity. This is balance, right? Remember when I said be your own mother? I feel like that's what we're seeing here too. I feel like this is your advice in terms of letting spirit nurture you as well, and your friends and your loved ones. Let them be there for you. I'm also getting, yes, absolutely be there for them, but not in a way that feels like it's costing you something energetically or otherwise. It just doesn't feel like the time for that at this moment of time for you. Okay. And I'm hearing to give and take to yourself as well. Do you see how these are little kids literally giving presents? Give yourself the present of self-care and nurturing. Okay. It's really what I'm getting. And also, that beautiful earth sign that's around your earth energy. Okay. Oh, I love it. Okay, we got the King of Wands here, more fire energy for you. So the King of Wands is so stunning because he has this perfect blend. See the crown he's got on? How fabulous is that? He's got this perfect blend of knowing when to be active and knowing when to be inactive, right? The King of Wands doesn't do any should I or shouldn't I, when or when not. There's no analysis paralysis. The King of Wands has no idea what analysis paralysis is, right? This is really coming from a place of pure instinct, okay? Instinct. King of Cups is like coming from a place of intuition. This is, which is, of your suit, the water suit. This is coming from a place of instinct. Do you see how it's got a little hand balled up here? Hand balled up here? Holding onto it, staying steady, staying grounded, staying sure-footed. Again, I keep getting this energy of this isn't the time to put any extra effort into any one venue, even if it's working from home, that knocks you out of a comforted energy, okay? I'm drawn to the saying of when you hold sand in your hand, if you hold it with an open palm, it'll stay. And if you close your fist, it'll fall through. Take a careful look at what you're feeling the need to control or what you have fear around losing, okay? There's information in that. Watch funny movies. 9 of Wands, I just got that. 9 of Wands. Oh God, I'm so happy. Okay. 10 of Cups, complete emotional fulfillment. What have I been saying this whole time? Be your own mom, right? Nurture yourself with the baby here in the peach trees. The Heart of Life is Good. I'm hearing the song The Heart of Life is Good by John Mayer. I don't think it's ever come through to reading before. Heart of Life is Good by John Mayer. Okay? To clarify the 9 of Wands. Do you see how she's looking at, remember I said I was drawn to the desert landscape and that you guys are water in need of some emotional, water's healing and comfort right now. And then we have the 9 of Cups here. Find your comfort in the things that truly soothe you. Be your own mother. Nurture your own inner child right now. Do what you got to do around that. It's really, really beautiful. Okay. These trees will bear fruit again. You see how they look like they're just springing, but they're barren, and they will bear fruit again. This is merely a moment in time. Everything is as it should be. I'm also drawn to the fact that you've got the 9 of Wands, and then a cat has 9 lives. Something pertinent about the number 9 here. Okay? I like it. I also feel like there's a focus on what you had to be grateful for as well as always a beautiful tonic. Yep. Okay. Just this more mother energy here. We have the Empress. She's the mother of the entire zodiac. So we're talking about with the 6 of Pentacles. Guess what? 6 plus 3 equals 9. Something about that, or it could be related to also September is the birth month of, well, the early part, the latter part we go into Libras, I believe, but the majority of it belongs to Virgo, so you could have a Virgo around you, or a prominent placement in your own chart is Virgo. Anyway, the Empress is the mother. She is the great receiver. She is the great creator, right? And look at these with the sunflower and the cup, and then we have the Starry Pentacles here. This is really about, again, like I said, being your own mother and nurturing yourself right now and only allowing towards you things that enrich your experience and your energy at the moment, not detract from it. I know that can be tempting. I know that a lot of people are reaching out, and a lot of people, this is a time of emotional support and community from afar, but I'm hearing that it's more important right now to let other people be there for you and protect your energy and just nurture yourself, okay? You're a little more susceptible to, I'm just getting right now, for whatever reason, to the feelings of others. Okay, careful there. Because you could have some rabbits around you that are in a place of, like, rabbit can be debilitating fear that is also unfounded. So the fact that it popped up right here, I'm just saying be cognizant of that, okay? But also, we did have fertility with the rabbit as well, and the Empress is really fertile. So I'm getting these are fertile times. Whether it's fertile in a positive way or fertile in a negative way is really up to you and how discerning you are about the energy that you engage with, okay? King of Wands. Oh God, you've got to be kidding me. The Emperor. We got the counterpart to the Empress right here. Look at this. So this is really good. This is Aries energy here with the King of Wands. Look at these two kings, points of authority that you have here. The Emperor is very much, the Emperor's not, these are so similar. I'm loving it because they both represent fire energy too. Why I'm loving this so much is the Emperor is so wonderful about you can pass through and you don't. We have the mama and the daddy of the zodiac here showing up for you. And we're talking about being your own parent. And maybe I shouldn't even say be your own mother, because dads can be super nurturing as well. So really be your own parent, I should say. Be your own parent. Look at this lovely masculine energy here. The Emperor is a beautiful delegator too, but he has no qualms about being like, okay, you get let into family home and you do not. That's what it is. You're being asked to call upon this energy with and for yourself and protect your vibes, protect your energy, protect your feelings, protect and manage your exposure to any fear-based thinking. I can't tell you how important it is. And I want to point something out. As you can see, the sun is shining, and I hope you can hear the birds chirping out of the window. That bird right here, we got the crow. This is a time of change, but it is only a moment in time, and it is highly temporary, okay? As Jan Le Van Zandt would say, Jan Le Van Zandt, yes. It ain't personal, and it ain't permanent, okay? Yeah. Do you see how his hand is open? I was really drawn to that closed fist. Yeah, over here with the king. See? Closed fist and open hand. There's what you can control and what you can't. Focus on what you have facility around. It really matters. Okay? All right, Cancerians, let's get Oracle for y'all. Oh my God. Okay. You know what to do. Archangel Uriel, trust, by the way, Archangel Uriel, all the fire in this reading as well. Trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. Is anyone else hearing this little light of mine? I'm gonna let it shine. This is very much speaking of what I've been saying about, keeping this light and flame of inspiration alive inside of and around you. You know what to do. You know how to be the Emperor and the Empress, I should say. Ooh, Archangel Michael going by right now. Yeah. This is what it is. And see how this feels very protective, this whole lantern here? It's also a light in the darkness. You're being called to be a light in the darkness for yourself and in a way that is constructive without judgment, right? And really letting go of any expectations, realizing what you do and don't have control over, right? That's what this is. And I'm drawn to the stars in the sky as well. This is an extra wonderful time to tap into your intuition, okay? And let your directives come from there as well. But I am really getting that this is very powerful and important for you to transmute fears. I am getting that for some of you, because I'm being drawn to the crow, and the crow very much is about using your voice and communication. I'm getting that whoever you have around you is a support system, whether they're an earth sign or they feel like an earth sign because they're so reliable, right? Talk about it. But it's like the rabbit talked about it to the point where it became a self-fulfilling prophecy. I'm not saying go on and on, but if you need to talk about something and bring it into the light to transmute it, do that. Please do that, okay? And nurture yourself all the while, okay? That's exactly what I'm getting. Sometimes holding things in, whether it's fear or frustration or annoyances or even happy feelings, right? Okay, even happy feelings, right? These things that want to be expressed and we don't express them, it's neither healthy nor productive. So use your voice wisely and constructively, okay? That's what I'm getting for you. Beautiful, beautiful Cancerians. I'm also getting a special note for any singers. There's a story about the crow in Native American lore where the crow used to be white, and all of the animal folks gathered together and said, we want to bring some fire to these humans to help them, stay warm when it's cold, and etc. And it required a volunteer to fly up to go up to the heavens and take the fire from the gods and bring it down to the humans, right? Big risk there, right? And the crow volunteered, who used to be white, and said, I'll do it. I will do this for humanity. And so it did. And as it got the light and brought it down to the humans, it was punished by the gods, right? And burned. And thus it turned black. And it used to have a beautiful, sweet singing voice, because I'm also hearing these birds out the window. And as a result of it getting burned by the gods as punishment for taking the fire, it, now is a croaker, as opposed to like a sweet singing nightingale, right? But it's because of the crow's sacrifice in that story that we humans have heat and fire and home and hearth. And I say you guys are the sign of the home and the hearth. So there's something to that. And I also think that there's a beautiful lesson in there about beauty coming from times of, difficulty. And also being in a place where, again, I'm so drawn to the using your voice and talking and communicating aspect here. There's something about that. Especially, I'm getting a special note for singers, is why I went there initially. Anyone who's a singer or finds joy through singing, a beautiful way to transmute the shadow energy of rabbit is to sing. You have stuff building up in your throat chakra or sore throat, anything that's kind of like you want to get out, but you can't for whatever reason, or there's no constructive way to do it at a given time or outlet, sing. Music is the great transmuter, really. Okay? Ooh, thank you, sound effect. Okay? The beautiful Cancerians, you absolutely got this. You know what to do. And I'm sending you so much love and light. I so hope that this helped and resonated with you. If so, please let me know in the comments below. I just absolutely love reading your comments. And again, I'm sending you so much love and light. And as always, thank you so much for being here. And thank you for being you. And be well. Until next time.